Sir, do we get the win this time?
Oh, and second on two. New games are coming fast. 12 minutes and Hades. And they're all on Game Pass. Somerville, a play hell requiem. Want to play first and want to play last. Smash 2 ground, Truman Doom. 'Cause they're all on Game Pass.
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's Friday. How's everybody doing out there, grinders? How we doing? Reverb. What's up, everybody? Shout out to everybody coming on in. Yep, you thought you were going to get rid of me this week. No way. The Grindhouse is pumping. We pumping. And we're ready to go. Look at this. We're ready starting. Look at that. I glanced up, and Maniolis is bringing the goods. And he goes, my name is 2 times at the VIP Grinders board. Oh, man. Oops. Maniolis is there twice. Make some space, Jez, for the new VIPs. Let them compete. He says, oh, baby. Maniolis is there 2 times. Maniolis 2 times. Oh, man. Woo. Yes, I got to update that thing. It's been coming in hot there. I'm going to do it over the weekend, and then Monday, everybody will be up there. And Maniolis, maybe I'll keep you up there. Maniolis 2 times. For that super chat, I'll keep you up there 2 times. 2 times. It's Manny 2 times. I'm going to call Manny 2 times. Get him over there. There you go. So, guys, hey, what a week. What a week has been. The fallout of the CMA blockage. It's been craziness. And, went into it yesterday with all the different rebuttals and harsh words that was said by the Microsoft crybabies that said, nobody ever told us no when I have Daddy Warbucks money. And, and the other thing that came out of yesterday's news was some damage control. And my voice is getting a little bit better. I sang my heart out. And guess what, everybody? Hit the like button because you're going to get a special performance today. A special show for you today. I've been warming up the vocals. I actually have some liquid here to fix. Oh my goodness. But anyway, one of the things that came out was the Philness. And I thought we'll do a nice journey down to Philness leading up to the CMA stuff. So that's what we'll do. But the first topic that I wanted to talk about was the thing that came out today. And after all the bad news, sad news, console gaming is down. Well, the sales are down, and all this other stuff. We had a glimmer of hope here for us gamers that care so much about this. Sony's financials, and all I could say, somebody's doing their job. Microsoft must be the other guy, because it's flowing, baby. Look at these numbers compared to the show on Tuesday when I talked about 30% down and they're marginal and they're going to be in the low teens and single digits. Look at what we're doing here. Sony's financials. This is
another one.
They hit their target. I remember Benji Sales telling, I don't know if they're going to hit their target. I don't know what they're going to do. They hit it for the quarter. What's that? I hear it. Oh, what's that? I hear it. You hear it. I hear it. The quality flute. My goodness. They did it. Listen. First off, this is the quarter of what is it? We're looking at the beginning of the year. We're not talking holiday. We are talking January, February, March. After the holiday, post-holiday, do you hear? Do you see These are post-holiday numbers. This is the January, February, March timeline. That's the quarter that we're talking about. Their target was 18 million by the end of the year. They hit 19 friggin' million by the end of the fiscal quarter, what they were targeting. Year over year, up a 66%. This 6.3 million shipped from January to March. It's a new record for the calendar quarter one. We're not talking holiday. We're not doing Madonna holiday. No. We're talking January, February, March. 6.3 million. Up 215%. Microsoft's talking single digits, hopefully low teens. Sony's in the triple digits. Shout out to Twisted Sync. He goes, man, this deal broke smooth. Turned xenophobe. Oh, man. Dude, that is some I can't believe it. They're losing it, dude. They are losing it. But when you put all your eggs in one basket, when you're looking for the good news and all you get is disappointment after disappointment, you're about to go wild. It is. It's just how many years
You're
of the
number
same.
one customer.
This is the year. This is the year. This is the year. They do it. The first half of the year, they're like, this is our year. Then when they realize nothing's coming, the second half of the year is like, no, next year's our year. They've been doing this for 6 years, 5 years. And the fact that Microsoft just strings them along and they still bear green and still defend the brand instead of being like, dude, they suck. I'll check in when they're better. Still ride that coattail. I don't understand. It's definitely some mental gymnastics doing that stuff because you're just, and especially if you're on social media and this is a thing. Like how do you just not? But you just put your hands up, going, dude. I'm like, come on. They're like Halo was supposed to be it, and then Halo was like, well, if Halo fails, we can't lose our way with Halo. Philness. They lost their way with Halo. 343 is in disarray, dissolved. How low? Where is it? How low
can you go, Microsoft? How low can you go?
Sony's like
This. Woohoo! And Microsoft is like
This. How low can Microsoft go?
They're winning in limbo. Hey, man. I don't know how low they can go. It's like Halo's done. I will get into that. Let's talk about greatness for a little bit because we talked about bad numbers and all this other stuff. Look at this. PlayStation revenues up 33% to $26.5 billion. They just missed 40 million consoles sold. Incredible. And somebody wrote that in the chat. Wait, somebody wrote that in the chat. I think it was a super chat here. Yeah, Maniolis with the 5. He goes, keep in mind that PlayStation hadn't even had a first-party title in the first 3 months. Exactly. Well, they had VR. They had the VR 2 and then Horizon, the first party, but still, they didn't have no God of War or a brand new Horizon game at all. No, they had nothing. But they did have something because I don't want to celebrate nothing and they sell because then you sound like we sound like you're the other camp. Oh, wow, Microsoft's selling consoles with no games. Yay. I'm not celebrating that. Sony put out products. Dude, they put out a PSVR with a bunch of exclusives to it. They had Forspoken was in January, exclusive game. So they had some exclusivity to their platform that drove the sales. But look at this. Look at this. It's insane. Absolutely insane numbers. And when you match them up, oof. Oh, kids. Look at this when we're matching them up. Oh, kids. Look at this. Yo! Stonewall, 1892, putting me to work.
Made the list.
Putting me to work. He just gave out 5 VIP grinders. They're going on the board. Put them on the board. Thank you so much, Stonewall. Man, oh man, we got to do a celebration.
Made the list.
Welcome, Nassim, to the VIP grinders. Billy, wait a second. Herman Holtz is going to be jamming. He's like, yes. We got a roast. There they come.
Made the list.
I got to read them off. Nassim, being a VIP. Billy, Akira. Wizard. Welcome.
Made the list.
AK DualSense. They're coming in. There they come, grinders. Herman Quality Splits.
Made the list.
It's the VIP train. Whoa, baby. Welcome to the club. There he is. There they are. Add him to the wall. We're going to add him to the wall. Thank you, Herman. Oh, man. Woo. That was a party. There they are, Fleck. Look at them. The first tweet. They want to use those Herman Holt splits. Oh, man. A drink. Brian M's on there twice. I gotta check it. I got people on there twice. Holy shit. Brian 2 times and Manny 2 times. I got you guys on there. I need a goddamn I need a promoter or something. I need somebody to manage this thing. This is getting wild, man. The grindhouses. I'm gonna need like to outsource. Oh man. It's too much for one grinder to do. It's getting too big. Pause. But anyway. Exhibit A, B, C, and D. Look at this. Look at these numbers. There's only one thing that comes to my mind when I see this comparison right here.
Hold on.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh, no.
Holy Spirit,
no. Oh, no.
activate. Holy Spirit, activate. Activate. Activate.
Listen, let me tell you something, grinders. That's right, RP Gaming, only 18-month contract, and then we'll let them go. But I'm gonna need to outsource. That's what I need to do. Look at this. Look at these numbers. Holy crumbuns. Look at this. The one that strikes me, if I have to say so myself, the one that strikes me crazy is total gaming revenue. Total gaming revenue for Xbox is minus 4%. Total gaming revenue for Sony is up 61%. And then the most craziest thing is the hardware. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. This is what look at this. Minus 30%. Sony is up 248%. And like I mentioned before, it wasn't like Sony was in last place last year. It wasn't like Sony was last place. Sony was already selling second and first. And now they're just selling even more first. Like, if that makes sense to everybody. The install base is blowing up. And this is before, just like what ZX is saying, Spider-Man 2, even Final Fantasy have not even come out yet. You believe this? And then on top of that, cloud and services at plus 3% for Microsoft, network services for Sony at 14%. Let me tell you something. Microsoft's content and services are on an iPhone. They're on an Android phone. They're on a Samsung TV, iPad, every PC Game Pass, every console. Sony's network services are on what? A PS4 and a PS5. There's no Sony network service on PC. So what's crazy is how the hell are you
You
on
just made the
every
list.
friggin' device that exists in technology besides the PlayStation and Switch? And that's the only percentage increase that you got, a little 3%. And Sony is only on 2 platforms. Game Pass is everywhere.
Oh, and second on 2. New games are coming fast. 12 minutes and 80s. And they're all on Game Pass. Somerville, a Plague Hill Requiem. What to play first and what to play last. Slash 2, Ground, Truman Doom. 'Cause they're all on Game Pass. Among Us,
Like, think about it. Think about it. And then on top of that, as you're thinking with the Game Pass song, Xbox hardware, that's 2. Count them, 2. 1, 2. Count them, 2. 2 consoles. That's 2. A budget console that's under the PlayStation. Booster, as you refer to here. Booster. And the Series X, the most powerful console in the world. In the world. Not world, the world. 2 consoles. 1 lower and 1 higher. How you down 30%? What are we doing here? But Black Forest, let me tell you something. Black Forest, remote play is not network services revenue like that. They're not subscribing. You could subscribe for Game Pass on PC. You could subscribe for cloud on an Android phone. Those are places where you can activate a Microsoft account and pay Microsoft on those accounts. That's what they're counting for their content and services. You can't do that with a PlayStation. Remote play is not network services. Network services is PS Plus. And where's PS Plus offered? Only on the PlayStation consoles. So you're looking at a console install base. Microsoft's network and content and services spans the gamut of every electronic device that we know. And that's all they can muster up. And what's crazy is look at the total gaming revenue. Dude, the same games released on both these platforms. Sony had what? They had VR, I guess, and they had Forspoken. Microsoft had, like, you know, those games too. For Microsoft had what was it? The Void or whatever. They had some Game Pass games. They were pretty good. Like they had some, you know, Hi-Fi Rush. They had. Like, what's going on? It just shows that Microsoft's plan is not working. They're all over the place, but they're nowhere. Think about that.
Booty.
Think about that.
That was sus.
They're everywhere and nowhere at once. And what's crazy is this another thing that I wanted to show is that Microsoft just reports percentages. We have no idea what that percentage is. Is that millions, billions? What is it? Who knows? Hit that like button, everybody. Shout out to Get This Work. No better time to say that name right now. Get This Work. Hit that like button, member for 4 months. Thank you again. Get This Work. So, Microsoft, who knows what these numbers are? But then we go over to Sony, and look at this. The percentages are followed up by actual numbers. Whoa. Look at the game software. Wow. Look at this. Look at the hardware numbers. Oh my god. Game and Network. Here's PlayStation hardware and software sales. Let's see. Look at the numbers. These are in millions of units. Wow. So we quantified the percentages here at Sony with actually what the increase is. Because I could tell you I just increased myself 300%. Well, guess what? Yesterday I was 1. And now I'm 3. 300%. I did it. Percentages are nice, but they don't mean anything when when you don't have numbers. Declined 4% from what? From the already down 12%? Went down 30% from what? The already down 10%? So that means you're going lower and lower. Sony actually give you some numbers. Look at this. PS5 hardware. We haven't seen these in a dog's year. For an Xbox. Here you go, look. And look at what they were doing last year. So you could say, like I told you, they're doing 2, 3, 3.9, 2, all right. 2, 3, and then they just blew up to 7 and 6. It wasn't. Exactly.
You're my number
Sorry,
one
brothers.
customer.
Uh-oh. And then look, here's your monthly active users. Look at the look. That went up too. 100, 2, 12. Oh, but look at this. Oh, it went down. It was up near the holidays at 112, and it went down to 108. So you could say, oh, they went down a certain percentage, but you look, holiday. Like you would think this quarter 3 to quarter 4, you would have a drop off because of the holiday. That's a holiday. People are spending more, buying more. And that's what did happen here, like, you know, with the hardware. But they still did 19.1 million for their fiscal year. And people said they weren't going to do it because they were looking at this. They're like, oh, there's no way you're going to hit that. And then, boom, they blew up in the 3 and 4. Here's their network services numbers. Here's their physical software, digital software. So you could see, you know, when people say that, you know what, this is another little Xbox point that they like to point out, that Microsoft is more digital. People buy more digital games. You know, the digital is really where it's at for Microsoft. Look at this. Look at the digital software as opposed to physical software. Looks to me that Sony's more digital too, so stop it. Stop. Get some help. Stop.
Sign me please, I will bend over and touch. Mineys tell me it.
Stop.
Better when we all
You
play
folks,
and make
just
exclusive
stop
games
it.
and line.
Get help.
To my face, thank you,
Get
Phil.
help. Because when they talk about the like, oh well, game sales, oh it's 70% on PlayStation and only 3% on God. Well, they buy stuff more digitally. Well, that's why you don't see them on MPDs either, because MPD includes digital sales. Hi-Fi Rush nowhere to be found. So miss me with all that bull. Digital is better on digital. Xbox is more digital. And then you want to know what, Grinders? Let's get a visual. Let's get a visual out here with these sales. You know what? Let's see. I got some great insider news. I put some hidden cameras in it. We got some insider news here. Look at this. Live from a GameStop near you. Shout out to this dude, whoever he is. But live from a GameStop near you. Let's see how Star Wars is doing on Xbox. We're tuning into a live camera, live feed, Grinders. Here we go.
Look at that. What is that? Only 3 copies you got out? Yeah. Look at all them PS5s. Is there some PS4 versions?
It did not release on last gen.
Oh, nice. Look at that.
Yeah, I know a lot of people that are butthurt because they're all like, they haven't ponied up to get the next gen system yet.
Yeah, they need to just step up. Oh, look at that. Not many Xbox.
You know, they
Look
have
at
something
that.
I could never
What is
have.
that? Only 3.
Really? And what's that?
A soul.
Oh, man. Where do you think that Star Wars is selling? Phil, you can play the flute all you want. Phil, answer me that question. What was that? What? Phil, what? I couldn't make anything out. Did he say something about let us compete? He must have said something about let us compete because I can't make it out. But he's Phil saying something in there. It's a sad, sad day.
Where's the lamb sauce?
God damn, it's a sad, sad day. Oh, there's the live grinds cam getting from a GameStop near you, showing that there is
copies you got out. Yeah.
Phil told him don't buy any games. Star Wars.
PS5s. Is there some PS4 versions?
It did not release on last gen.
Oh,
Look
nice.
at this. And let me explain something to you while we're on the sales, right? From the grinds cam of GameStop pre-orders. If you are GameStop, and they're not doing too hot either. But if you are GameStop with the best of the buys, so you're the Walmarts and the Targets of the world, and you see this, you see PlayStation there, and you see little old Philness over here. Who you promoting in your store? Who are you bringing in? Who are you advertising? Who are you building up? Retail. You know, it still exists. What are you doing here? If you're a store, what do you do when you see something like this? What do you think this GameStop's going to do the next multiplayer, the next third-party game comes out? What do you think this GameStop store is going to do?
It did not release on last gen.
Oh, nice.
What are we doing here?
Look at that.
Look at this. What is this store doing? They're pushing Xboxes. Goddamn 4 people. Probably the parents of the developers. Oh, shit. Drew Burgel doing the spinaroonie. He goes, all Xbox copies are sold out. Dude, this is for pre-orders, dude. These are people that didn't get the game yet. This is not... Goddamn Drew Virgil spinaroonie. It's a fresh batch. Yeah, the one I would tell you, they got the truck outside with the Xbox copies that they're giving away in the streets. This is just if you want to come in the store. They got the truck outside. You know what though? Listen, in all honesty, if I was working at this GameStop and some dude was videotaping me processing pre-orders, I would be like, stop videotaping me and get to work. We got more PlayStations to put out here. This guy, he must be an intern. Hire this man. Can you imagine going to work and have somebody, you're processing the pre-orders and somebody's videotaping you going, oh, man. And then asking like, oh, where's the PS4 version? The guy's like, dude, it didn't release on the PS4. Like, you work at GameStop, dude. Anyway, that's another story. That's another story. But man, videotaping like, oh man. Don't worry. Phil says it'll be better.
It's raw, Melissa!
Yes, chef.
It's raw, come on!
Yes, chef.
Get your ass to work. Oh man. Good job, Phil. Good job. Oh man. Oh, here we go. Oh, who's this guy? Wait, I found a guy here. Who's this? Oh, who the hell? Why is this? Better be a joke. Oh, don't even tell me. Most of the current gen Xboxes are Series S's. Oh, shit. I can't with these clowns. I can't. Next year, right? Geraldo Nunez with the facts. There it is. You know what? We're gonna have Geraldo Nunez bringing the facts. He goes, Jez, next year will be the year of an Xbox. Yes. Yes. Phil told us in 2019, quality's coming.
Means when I think about Xbox, I'm going to think
He's
about
coming,
quality
Phil.
games. We have work to do there.
Yeah, you got work to do.
The last few years with our first party output. I've
that's
said
that's always been a hit on the company on that. Whatever I hear some criticism.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd say always.
Oh no, Phil, it's always. The guy said always. It's always. You don't want to say always, but it's always, Phil. It's always. And to recap on the Philness sales, look at this. Holy Spirit, look at this. Shout out to Zuby. Look at this. And this is what I was trying to say. Look the trajectory. The trajectory of the sales. They weren't sitting at the bottom. They did 10 million in just under a year. Like, well, whatever. Like over a year, they did 10 million. So it wasn't like Sony was like scraping the barrel and now all of a sudden they're selling. The PS5 was selling. You couldn't get it. Now you could walk into a store and get it, and now look what it's selling.
Number one customer.
Like, you understand? It's not like we're going from zero to hero. No, they're going from hero to superhero. If you get my drift, grinders. I'll say it again. Sony wasn't going from zero to hero. Like, they were just like, oh, yeah, we're third. No, man. They were hero already. And now they're going to superhero. Super Saban. Right now. Like, it was high. Now it's like, woof. And the games are performing better. It has it's already expanded its library with PlayStation VR 2. They updated their whole PlayStation network with PS Plus Essentials and PS Plus the Ocho, whatever the hell it is, Classics or whatever the hell it is. But they updated their whole service install base, giving out better games. So they modified this. This is all they did, right? PS5, they updated the UI. They updated the feature set, share play, activity cards. Then they go update their whole PlayStation service infrastructure. Then with the whole model of the PS Plus, then release, and while doing all this, dropping banger games. Right? Last of Us Part 1, God of War, Horizon, and then DLC to Horizon. Then doing a VR accessory to that with games as well. So I said they went from hero to superhero, Super Saban. And also released an elite controller, quote unquote elite. So they released, like, they're firing on all cylinders. And getting deals with, third-party deals with Star Wars, Harry Potter. Then getting exclusive deals with Final Fantasy, Forspoken. And then still dropping confirmed Spider-Man coming this year. Oh, by the way, you think 40 million is a lot? Jim Ryan just went in there. He goes, you think 40 million's a lot? Opened up his music box and said, yeah. The Spider-Man's coming too. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You think these are numbers? These are numbers with nothing. These are numbers coming off of the success we had with God of War, and we did a couple of exclusives on some hardware. You want to see numbers? Stay tuned. I got numbers for you. And know what else? Well, I'll get to that. But yeah, incredible. Incredible, dude. Numbers absolutely insane. 6.3 million consoles during the first 3 months of the year. That's crazy. Like I said, that's off season. It's off season. And I know, yeah, boy says that, they're saying like, oh yeah, well, Xboxes are hard to find. No, they're not. Like I told everybody on the last show, go ahead. Go click Google right now. Keep watching the show. Don't leave. And go search for an Xbox near you. They're there. Used as well. They're all over. Nobody wants Booster. Nobody wants an Xbox. Why would they?
Whatever your name is,
You think
get ready for
Redfall?
the big surprise.
Shout out to Rossetti, join the Grindhouse. Thank you for subscribing. Keep hitting that subscribe button, everybody. By the way, hit the subscribe button and the likes. We're over 300 in here. And because of that, we'll play When They Try to Hold Sony Down. Yes, I see somebody remind me of that song. You know what? It is on the Grinds record list. We haven't played it in a while. But remember when the PlayStation was just growing and going crazy, and they tried to say it was overheating, it was melting, it was fighting gravity and liquid metal. They tried, you know how I said it was all it was all sabotage, man. They tried. Remember Mr. Henderson? Oh, there's the Pro and the Pro and the discless and this one. Oh, and by the way, there's a revision and no. He tried. Just when Sony was in its glory of 7 to 9 million, trying to hit that 14 million, 13 million for the quarter. Oh, I'm gonna start room. Oh, we got the new Pro coming out. And then there was the PS5 is liquid metal, the liquid metal seal. They tried. They tried.
Gravity, please trust this. Xbox full, I said gravity is the enemy. Feel safe us from this liquid metal.
Phil, save us from the liquid metal. PlayStation was getting too hot.
PlayStation 5 and liquid metal is fighting. Gravity feels sign me on my lower back. Last your PlayStation 5 is leaking. Save the PlayStation 5 it's fighting gravity.
Fighting gravity. The PlayStation was fighting for its life. Gravity and liquid metal, zombie. That's right, Zombie Slayer. It was fighting for its life. Mr. Henderson was talking about pros trying to hold back the PlayStation sales, but games and quality prevailed.
Boy, do not be sorry. Be better.
They tried.
You are too quick to temper. You are rash, insubordinate, and out of control. This will not stand.
That's what Kratos thinks about Twitter right there.
You just made the list.
Thrifty, the VIP grinder. It says hit that like. Thank you, man. Go follow Thrifty. My colleague over on the Salty Ass Podcast, Thrifty, does some shows. Definitely everybody go over to Thrifty's show. Check him out. He's been streaming from the PlayStation, which is excellent because you can stream to YouTube from the PlayStation. Shout out to Thrifty. Thank you again, man. So, one of the things that we're going to tie this into the Philness, right? Sony didn't say anything about the CMA. They didn't say anything. They just said, hey, here are numbers. Talk to you guys later. So, we're going to talk about Philness. Aaron's here. Aaron's talking about a new country approves it. Aaron, throw in the towel, dude. Throw it in the towel. It's done. A new country? Go tell me how many people in that country play a goddamn Xbox. You got countries with 2 Xboxes going, yeah, Call of Duty sounds good to us. Nobody plays in those countries. Microsoft has no... Go look at the sales, dude. Go look at global sales of an Xbox. You think those countries even care? Microsoft's willing to give them Call of Duty, yeah, sure, whatever. Actually, if you really read Brazil's approval, they're like, yeah, well, we don't... the Call of Duty is not even a thing in our country. Like, we really don't play it. You know, and that's why they have no problem about it. Because the Call of Duty means nothing to them. But I forgot. Your entrance song. Aaron entered the building.
Sign me please, I will bend over and touch. My knees tell me it's better when we all play the make exclusive games and lie. To my face, thank you, Phil.
Talking about a tweet every day. Phil Spencer got some work to do, man. We signed with Ubisoft. We've signed 10 years with NVIDIA. We've signed 10 years with Nintendo. We've signed 10 years with Black Nuts Cloud. Oh, damn, pause. Yes, there is a Black Nuts Cloud. Go to Thrashers Podcast. The Black Nuts exists. And if you weren't following me on Twitter, you would see the facts. All right? Phil Spencer, Aaron, get ready for this one. This is going to be a news article for you. I have on good authority Phil Spencer's next move, his next 10-year deal is going to be with Black Nuts. I can't believe it. He's going to sign a deal with Black Nuts. I already have the quotes right here. Aaron, he's coming for Black Nuts. Here they are right here. Black Nut Cloud. A family-friendly cloud with a kids mode. Pause. Jesus. But Black Nut Cloud, only $15.99 for some Black Nuts. This is great. Great deal. Great, incredible deal. Aaron, you'll be very proud about this. I got some exclusive quotes for the deal that's going to happen tomorrow with the 10-year deal going to Black Nut Cloud. All right? Right here, Brad Smith is going to announce the 10-year deal, and his quote is going to be, when trying to please your stockholders, you can't forget to include the nuts. All right? So make sure Brad Sams is taking care of everything. He's making sure the nuts are taken care of. Brad Smith, excellent quote. And actually, I have another quote from somebody else at Xbox. You might know them as well, Mr. Matt Booty. He is so shocked about the deal that Brad Smith is doing with Black Nut Cloud that he said, quote, Brad Smith is really going balls deep. Holy crap. Booty came out of the woodwork with this incredible quote. Holy crap. Booty is going crazy, man. I always found out where Booty was. I was like, where's the Booty? And Booty comes out.
Now, whatever your name is, get ready for the big surprise.
He said Brad Smith going balls deep. My goodness. My goodness, man. Booty knows. He knew Brad Smith's not stopping. He's not stopping. He's going all the way to the balls. He's not stopping at the tip. Brad Smith is going all the way, 10-year deal, straight to the balls. These are my sources. I told you. I'm a big deal right now. I got sources all over the place. I got hidden cameras over at GameStop. I got quotes here from executives. They told me in a party chat. But Black Nut, man, that's the next place. That's what they're missing out on. So I'm not taking this deal seriously. They need to go through Black Nut. They need Black Nut. All right? So I told Brad Smith, I told him, I was like, you need to sign Black Nut, or I told him, I tweeted out at him right here, because he did another one today with Nware. Nware has signed a 10-year deal, like a European cloud. No, he's missing out on Black Nut. He needs Black Nut, dude. 500 games on all your screens for $15.99 for a pair of Black Nuts. It's incredible. What a deal. What a deal. What a deal. Yeah, man. He said you get the nuts. So that's an exclusive for you right here. It's incredible. What a deal, man. They're giving 10 years to everybody. I don't know. In 10 years, who knows? The Black Nut might be Droopy Nuts. Who knows? They might change their name to Droopy Nuts after 10 years. They're falling in the toilet bowl. I do think we need... I like my visuals. We need another one. Here we go. Black Nuts or nothing. Brad Smith. You need to get them. They are all over. They're just around the same price as Game Pass.
Whatever your name is,
we
got them. Big surprise.
Welcome, Filthy Gears. What a name. Just join the Grindhouse. Now that's a name right there. Filthy Gears. Oh, damn. He's going to be my maitre d', Filthy Gears. I'm going to have him. He's the maitre d' of the Grindhouse. Let him in. But anyway. So Phil has been working overtime. So about these 10-year deals, right? So these 10-year deals, that Sony, that our good friend Lulu. She said, "What a deal!" She said, "You gotta sign up for these deals. It's better. It's better than anything." Well, here you go. But Jim Ryan said no to this deal. Somebody wants a black. Oh damn. The two youths signed a deal with Black Monkey. I can't believe that's real, dude. I think it's hilarious. I can't wait for them to sign the 10-year deal. I need the 10-year deal right now with Black Nut Cloud. Just that will be the thumbnail. Lulu! Jim Ryan. She's like, Jim Ryan told me that he just wants to block the deal. He should just take it. Take the deal. Take the deal. Here's the deal. Look at this. Look at this. The modified Xbox Microsoft Cloud Remedy would entitle Microsoft to retain all revenue from Activision sales, games, in-app purchases, and other future game-related transactional revenues. As a result, cloud gaming streamers would not become rivals to Game Pass, but rather they will become Microsoft customers. Oh, damn! Philness
You're my number one customer. You're my number one customer. Ain't nobody got time for that.
There it is. There it is. There it is. They're not gonna be. They weren't competitors. So and where
whatever your name is,
and all those other
get
guys.
ready for the big surprise.
That's right, Mark Lewis. Make room for Mark Lewis in the grindhouse. Everybody make room in the elevator. They want it all. They want it all. And they want it now. They want it all. And they want it now. They wouldn't. All this finesse. Oh, we're giving 10 years over to Boosteroid. Boosteroid, you just became a compromise. You're part of them now. Because everything that you do, Booster, goes through Big Daddy Microsoft. They wanted it all. And Sony said, no. A third party told them that this would bring any unattractive for cloud gaming streaming services, including bring your own game operators like NVIDIA. Everything. So they would become Microsoft customers with only the ability to stream Activision games and send all associated revenue. So Microsoft wasn't even paying. Listen to this. They weren't even paying developmental costs to develop for anything else. They're just streaming it from their stuff, giving you access. All they're doing is giving you access to their stuff. They're not putting any effort.
Whatever your name is,
this on
get ready for the big surprise.
Welcome, 7 City VIP. Oh, he's not VIP, but he's going to the grind now. Make room. Get him in here. On our way. On our way. What are we at? 2,100, I think? I don't know. We're going wild here. Hit the like button, grinders. So all they're doing, 10-year, know what these are? These are 10 years of access. All these cloud things, it's 10 years of you can access our Microsoft servers and play Activision games because that's where they'll be running from. They'll be running from our little server farm, our Azure servers. We're going to give you access. It was 10 years of access, but everything that you do, you're coming all to us, baby. And these companies are probably like, yo, we're Boosteroid. We're Booster. Hey, know what Call of Duty was? I think Call of Duty was already there. But it's funneling it through Microsoft. This is the future that the CMA said no deal. And that's the... Oh, man, do I have my... Oh, no, I used to have it. I used to. That's exactly what they're doing. No. I don't have it.
Deal with it.
No. I had the Arnold Schwarzenegger. No deal. Oh, it's gone now. I had it on the grinds board. Thank you, Ice Queen. Exactly. It's a Scholar is right. It's a Game Pass subscription for the entire company. They were giving them access. And then they got caught red-handed with Bethesda. Like, it would make sense for us to pull... Dude, they are so sleazy. And what's crazy is during this finesse, They acted like the Dalai Lama, like they were giving you access. First off, they didn't even own Call of Duty yet, but they were given this. They were given this, like, oh, we'll grant you Call of Duty for 10 years. Like, they're, like, doing a good deed. That's why the CMA blocked it, because they said these deals, first off, who's going to oversee this stuff to ensure that Microsoft is playing fairly for 10 years? We're not spending, and all these deals that they're doing. They probably did copy and paste, Word document, with different names. Like, oh, yeah, 10 years to you, but we got everything, though. We'll give you 10 years of Call of Duty. What they were doing was leveraging the Call of Duty name to get access to them. See, you realize, and I said this so many times here before, nobody wants to play with Microsoft. Nobody wants to come to their platform. Nobody wanted to come to the Windows 10 store. Nobody wanted to come to the Windows 11 store. Nobody wanted to play with them. So they had to put their games on Steam. Because nobody wanted to come to their store. And then UWP was a thing. They had devs making UWP. Nobody wanted UWP. They nixed that whole program. Nobody wanted to come to Mixer. Well, let's buy some talent, get it here. Shut it down. Nobody wants to play with Microsoft. They need access, so they either have to buy it or pay for it. They did it with Windows Phone. They paid devs to make apps. And here you go. What they were doing was using the Call of Duty leverage that they never even had to leverage access to these cloud services, which I think is hilarious. Is like, why do you need to use Call of Duty? Why don't you use that with Hi-Fi Rush? Why don't you use that with Fable or Halo Infinite? Why weren't you putting Halo Infinite on Boosteroid, Microsoft? Why wasn't Enware getting Hi-Fi Rush? Why is Nintendo not getting Hi-Fi Rush? Do we need to go on? Do you see where I'm going with this? Why are we all of a sudden Call of Duty is the leveraging factor to get access to these other companies? All of a sudden, 10-year deals are good with Call of Duty. Nobody wants a 10-year deal for Halo, because probably at the end of 10 years, you'll get the rest of the goddamn game. Where's the 10-year deal with Hi-Fi Rush? Where's the 10-year deal with Redfall? Where's the 10-year deal with Starfield? You weren't leveraging those with Boosteroid and Enware and Nintendo. What happened? Oh, but Call of Duty, since they know you'll leverage that. Ah, I got you. I got the finesse there.
You're my #1 customer.
And Jim Ryan went in there and he was just like, he said it.
It's raw, Melissa!
Yes, chef.
It's raw, come on!
Yes, chef.
It's raw. So then in the midst of all this thing, Philness needed to come out and say stuff. We're full speed ahead in the mission to bring players more. Like, he's still going. Did somebody tell him the CMA said no? They're still moving. Because his boss got... Phil Spencer's on the chopping block right now. And if you don't believe me, let's visit some Philness. Why not? Let's build up to the finale. Should we, grinders? I think we should. Shout out to Twisted Sick with the 5. He goes, the British has more class than us Americans. Microsoft really embarrassed themselves with this deal. This will be used in studies in the future. Oh, yeah. Yeah, here's Phil. We're full speed ahead. Falling flat on their face.
Food for the catch a rat.
So we have got rats here.
Rat is all over the place.
You don't care. You're way behind and you haven't got a fucking clue. Can we work together as a team?
Let's go visit some Philness. Actually, I want to start with some Satya Nadella. Because why did Phil have to come out every time and be like, well, Xbox is still here. It's still here, guys. We still got a plan. We're still doing stuff. I'm going to show you the part where they dressed up Satya like he cared about Xbox. And they interviewed him. Satya. Watch this fake-ass interview. They got Satya standing here. They dressed him up with a Halo Infinite. He didn't even know what Halo Infinite was. They gave him some cue cards, and Phil interviewed him.
Now,
interviewing his boss. Tell me how fake this is. But why does Microsoft have to do this?
why don't we start by talking about why gaming is such a priority for Microsoft?
Thank you so much, Phil. You know, gaming has been key to Microsoft from our earliest of days, right? Our oldest currently supported software franchise is in fact a game, Flight Simulator, which we released 3 years before the first version of Windows even. Gaming is fundamentally aligned and woven into our mission as a company. When you talk about Xbox's mission to bring the joy and community of gaming to everyone on the planet, which I absolutely love, this is precisely what I think of when we think about Microsoft's mission, which is to empower every person, every organization on the planet to achieve more. So as a company...
Before you stutter anymore, how are those Xboxes doing on the shelf right there? Were they plugged into the wall? Hey, Satya, let me ask you a question. When they dress you up like a friggin' Barbie doll, let me ask you a question, Satya. How are these going? You've been playing, Satya? What do you do? What are you using? Virtual? What are you using? Where's the plugs? Satya, they forgot to plug in the console when they dressed you up. That's as far as Satya goes with an Xbox. Nobody looked at that shelf. Look at this. Satya, who these? Satya got pictures with Spartans? So Satya got a picture with his family and with the Spartans. Oh, that's him with the Spartans? But I don't know what's going on with that Xbox, Satya. He's reading the Halo books. Dude, it's so staged, dude. Get the hell out of here. They dressed him up.
Microsoft's all in on gaming. We believe we can play a leading role in democratizing gaming and defining that future of interactive entertainment, quite frankly, at scale. There are really three, I think, areas or key areas where we believe we have incredible competitive advantage. First is our leadership in cloud computing. Second, the resources we have to build out the subscription value and with Xbox Game Pass. And third is our overall focus on empowering the creators. And so I'm really excited about the opportunity in gaming.
Wow, Satya, that's some incredible stuff because I think, did anybody hear the word games? Did he hear the games? I don't know. He said they have 3 TPs.
And third is our overall build out.
Wait, Satya, you care about gaming. Let me hear about as games.
Competitive advantage.
Okay.
First is our leadership in cloud.
All right. First is leadership in cloud
computing. Second, the resources we have to build out the subscription value.
Resources you have to build out subscription value. Okay. I hope the third is games because I need to hear this.
And with Xbox Game Pass. And third is our overall focus on empowering the creators. And so I'm really excited about the opportunity in gaming.
Wow. Games wasn't one of his things. Empowering the creators. The ones that stick around. And we got a little stutter there because, you know, when he said Xbox, see, they dropped the cue card.
And third is our overall focus on empowering the creators. And so I'm really the subscription value and the with Xbox Game Pass. And third is our overall second, the resources we have to build out the subscription value and with Xbox Game Pass.
With the Xbox. Oh, cue card slipped. Well, Satya is all in on gaming, everybody. Look how he's all in on gaming. He knows what the hell he's talking about because he just said the 3 big pillars and not one of those games. Incredible, Satya. All right. He said, I'm done. He gave back his jacket. He's done. Let's talk about some Philness. Philness.
The rally is just fantastic. I think that's so believable inside.
Tell me about that Call of Duty deal, Phil.
A lot of people interpret that word differently. So for you and for Xbox at our current position, what does not exclusive or exclusive mean to you?
We want to increase the places where people can play Call of Duty. I think a little bit.
So listen to this, Philness. Increase the... Oh, man, we got some freezes. Increase the places where people play Call of Duty, but then you saw what the 10-year deal was. How Microsoft's collecting everything on the back end. So knowing that, listen.
Bit like Minecraft. I think when we acquired Minecraft, our monthly active player base was 20-30 million. I'm doing this from memory, but I think that's about the size.
Ooh, he has that from memory. When they acquired Minecraft, he knows the monthly active users. But we ask him what is that? What? Oh my goodness, Grinders, this shit writes itself. This stuff writes itself here. So wait, let's listen to Philness. We'll let him play while I go find something.
I think when we acquired Minecraft, our monthly active player base was 20-30 million. I'm doing this from memory, but I think that's about the size that Minecraft was, and I think it's about maybe 120 million monthly players on Minecraft. And you do that, obviously, first and foremost by nurturing the creative, make sure the game evolves and the teams have the resources they need to build a great game, because in the end, it's all about great games. With Call of Duty, I think we've made some specific agreements with Nintendo and with NVIDIA to ensure the game can show up in front of more places. And you obviously don't make the game bigger by taking it away from anybody who's playing today.
Yeah,
I looked the other day. We have 58 games in our portfolio that are available in the PlayStation Store today. Now, we've acquired a lot of those, like the Doom games and the Fallout games, but even things we're updating, like ESO, Fallout 76. And so we expect to hit a certain level of quality on all of those games, the level of quality that PlayStation players expect. So that's our goal. And the same thing on PC and the same thing on Nintendo. And so when we say available everywhere or not exclusive, we want to make absolutely the best version of Call of Duty for any player on any of those platforms.
And does that include anything in regards to exclusivity in regards of content?
No.
Or maybe like
No.
Warzone-based access?
No.
Nope.
No, we're not.
Love that.
No. He wants all that stuff there because they're going to make money on all that stuff. He don't want exclusive to their brand. He wants it on Boosteroid. He wants it on Switch because everything that those guys are buying in the deal, the 10-year deal, all that money comes to Microsoft. So why would he sever that out? Why would he sever that out, right? Why would he take away, like, oh, you want to know what? Only our Xbox platform is going to have this mission. Oh, no, and this DLC. Why would he do that? When he could sell that DLC on everything on Boosteroid and make all extorting in the background, Don John, exactly. He could make all that money in the background. He's not going to hold it to just he knows his fan base don't buy shit anyway. He's going to put it on Nintendo where people actually buy stuff and go, yeah, guess what? You guys are going to buy it? All right, get all the money. It's a double-edged sword, you see? It's all Philness.
Platforms.
And does that include anything in regards to exclusivity in regards of content?
No.
Or maybe like
No.
Warzone-based access?
No.
Nope.
No, we're not.
Love that. Full stop, no.
Well, because like I sit here today with a great game that's come out in the last couple of weeks, Hogwarts Legacy, and yes, there is a quest that's available on PlayStation. It's not available on Xbox. It's part of that. And I know this is part of the industry. That's not the game we're trying to play here either. It's not.
No,
about
they're playing a different
skin
game
on a gun. It's not about a certain kind of mode of the game that the same version of the game will be available on all platforms, which is really what we do today. Like if you're a Minecraft player on PlayStation, I don't think you feel like you have the lesser version
of course.
Minecraft or Minecraft Dungeons or Legends, which is coming out when it ships.
Which is going to be cross-play as well.
That's right. And we want to make sure those players feel like they have a great experience on the platform.
Call of Duty. So for you and for
Hey,
Xbox,
Phil, I want to hear about that Minecraft numbers that you knew off the top of your head. Let me hear this.
Call of Duty, and I think it's worth maybe hanging on that point.
Phil, I need to hear this. Phil Ness, let's hear it.
You don't intend on making Call of Duty an exclusive Xbox title.
Wait, no. I want to hear those monthly active users.
That are the topic, because I think Unity, Activision Blizzard King, is the largest mobile publisher outside
Call of Duty, and I think it's worth maybe hanging on that point a little
Let's
bit
hear about
more,
those
because
Minecraft
you have
numbers.
said really clearly you don't intend on making Call of Duty an exclusive Xbox title, but a lot of people interpret that word differently. So for you and for Xbox at our current position, what does not exclusive or exclusive mean to you?
We want to increase the places where people million monthly.
Oh, what was it,
that
Phil?
Minecraft was, and I think it's about maybe 120 million
Oh,
monthly
he
players.
knew all the. Wait, what was it?
Monthly players.
Oh,
on Minecraft.
wow, what a memory you have, Phil. What a memory. You knew the monthly active players of Minecraft. Let's see what your memory is about Xbox is profitable.
Yeah, but I look at the iPad, I look at phones, I look at a ton of things to get innovative. Us sit in a Tesla and just look what's going on there and say, okay, how does this impact the stuff? Competition looking at each other. Gaming is not going to get better if PlayStation's not a brand. Inclusivity and toxicity on.
It's like, where are the gamers going to spend? What platform are they going to be spending their time in?
I would say, what games are they going to spend their time in?
What,
oh yeah, Phil, what games? Tell me what games. I need to know. Not platform, but games. What games, Phil? They spend the time in Halo Infinite.
And where are those games going to be? You know, where is the distribution network that, you know, like, I want to watch Game of Thrones. I'm going to see Game of Thrones. It's going to be on HBO. It's not going to be on Amazon Prime.
We need
It's
a
not
repeat
gonna
of
be on
this
Netflix.
interview, dude.
It's solidly on HBO.
We need a new one.
The difference between games and video playing today.
Take the analogy.
15th anniversary. But gamers play games.
Where is it, Phil?
And if you look at the at-scale services, that doesn't mean we shouldn't have great first-party over. You can go talk to some of the leads and some of the biggest franchises in gaming.
This 2019,
and
this
sit there and
interview.
brainstorm on, here's what we're thinking. What are you guys thinking? And that
This interview
early
here was this year.
iteration on platform
He was at the
development
CMA
is
here.
so critical.
And this is the 2019 one.
announcing the acquisition.
So what are publishers asking you? I mean, that's got to be a way that...
Wait, where's
That's
the
right.
friggin' interview?
I'd say what we've, from both our customers.
Oh, here it is.
The feel.
He got a little sidetracked there, but guys, grind hit the like button. Look. He knew monthly active users. Let's see.
Minecraft, our monthly active player base was 30 million. I'm doing this from memory, but I think that's about the size that Minecraft was, and I think
Love
that's
the game
about
matching the visual fidelity that we've been able to.
maybe 120
this
million monthly players.
Wow, 120 million. Man, Phil, you
Iteration,
got numbers
the
in your
visual
head.
Fidelity only goes up.
So at some point, it needs to be a business, though, that can live and die by the success.
Well, it's a profitable business today that's growing.
Is it profitable today?
Yeah.
When was it profitable? When did it become profitable?
I mean, I don't know. Like, I'd have to go back and look at it has been a good
I ask
business
you that
for-
because people speculate.
Oh, really? Where's his memory there? What happened?
We've said before the Xbox business, profitable business.
But you never said really when or when. And, you know, it's always it's,
Well,
it's
I
always,
mean,
it's
like,
always
I'd
in
have to go-
coded terms. You know, like yeah, it was profitable. You know?
Yeah, the Xbox business has continued to grow. We continue to invest in it. I would say it's not a business that we try to maximize the profitability. We see it as a growth business
Well, this is
inside the
very
company.
startup-y way of...
Very startup-y. Not for
But
somebody
it
that's there
need
for
to
20
be there.
years.
Like, we're not. If you look at where gaming is going today, if you're trying to do something to maximize the gaming, if you're just trying to look at how you
happened to his
take a
numbers?
business and maximize the profitability, you wouldn't be investing in the way that we are. And we've been adding studios, we've been investing in xCloud. You see these things, and these things cost capital to go invest in. But at the same time, the business continues to grow. It's a healthy business.
The business doesn't grow for you. It's growing for everybody else. You're the one that's struggling to let us compete. You know? And actually, Philness, let's hear how you're competing with Game Pass. Man, Philness be flowing.
I look at Hi-Fi, and you know, I'm glad you mentioned Pentiment. I see those games as being kind of a pair because they're smaller projects, but from large developers. And I'm just wondering, how successful have these projects been for you, and where do you kind of see them fitting in the Xbox ecosystem?
Well, for me, I look at the success in a couple ways. One, internally, I think about our teams and our creators and giving them a creative outlet to go do some things that maybe if they were just on their own and retail was the only way, kind of sales of the game itself was the only way of gauging success, they might not get to go do those games. So I like when we can create opportunity for teams to do some unique things that are maybe outside of what they've normally done. And then really, you know, find either new customers for the studios or find just people that really enjoy the work that they're doing. So internally, I think it's a great creative outlet to give teams and creators that opportunity. And then externally, I think one of the benefits of Game Pass, not to turn into an ad for it, but
wait, not to turn into an ad about it, but listen, grinders, Here is the hum-diddly-dum-dinger of everything. We don't need to sell. Watch. Now, you wonder why? Bad advertising, bad marketing. Watch.
The risk as a gamer that you think you're taking if you buy a game that maybe is outside of the things that you normally play. Obviously, you're out the money, and you may or may not like the game.
Save little Timmy.
When it's in Game Pass, it's pretty easy to click now to download and click now to play, and then you can decide through your own choice, is this something I want to invest my time in? And I think that the creative diversity expands for us when we have different ways for people to kind of pay for the games that they're playing, and the subscription definitely helps there.
I'm glad you mentioned Game Pass because in the most recent round of earnings, I believe there was a 12% reduction in services and content spending, despite the fact that...
That was last quarter, everybody. See, that was last quarter. We just talking about the negative. That was last quarter. What did she say it was?
Despite the fact that Game Pass reached new highs, and there's an increasing sense that Game Pass is maybe being a little slower to reach the potential that was touted 6 years ago when it was first launched as like this transformational service. And I'm kind of curious what your reaction is to that.
Where's the lamb?
Well, one thing with Game Pass is we're kind of in uncharted territory in doing what we're doing with Game Pass in the industry. So it's harder for us to go out there and look at examples to help us gauge how fast we should be growing. We're at an all-time high for paid subscribers in Game Pass. It continues to grow. I'm happy with the growth. We set high internal targets, and people see sometimes we miss those targets, sometimes we hit them. But I'll always be ambitious about what we're trying to do. I'd say on the all up, the quarter numbers that you're talking about, software and service, one of the things just to remember is that's a year-over-year comparison. So what happened last year to what happened this year? Last year in that quarter, we had Age of Empires, we had Forza Horizon 5.
Age of Empires is only on PC, right?
All of those did really well for us. And as we pointed out, we didn't have that big release in this quarter, that same quarter of this year. So the year-over-year comparisons did go down. And that's not something that we aspire to in running the business. It's not our goal, but there is some timing in that. I'll also just say, all up, when we look at where the economy is and where the industry is going, given that the year prior we were still kind of a little bit into a COVID lockdown, some of the year-over-year comparisons for our industry, I think will show some of those trends. But our goal is to be a growing, healthy business. It's our commitment inside of Microsoft and what we're trying to do.
Know what's funny? Look at Phil mannerisms. We're going to get some Grindhouse Digital Foundry right here. When she asked him this question, watch the eyeballs go left.
Years ago, when it was first launched as like this transformational
Get ready, Grind. It's screenshot time.
Curious what your reaction is to that.
Well, one thing with Game Pass is
he's trying to see. He's trying to look for the bull. Where is it?
We're kind of in uncharted territory.
This is done in 2023. Uncharted territory. He says the Game Pass has been around since 2017. They have uncharted territory with subscription gaming. Uncharted territory, he said.
So it's hard.
He's like, oh man, oh man. Oh man, Ryan Philness. Oh man, uncharted. You have no idea what we're doing. That's basically what he said. Uncharted territory. That's what he said. Oh my God! The bull! My goodness. Where is it? oh. Microsoft says that Halo is still around. Hey, listen, the fact that you need to come out and say all these things, right? We're back. We're still here. All this stuff. it is ridiculous. And guess what? They're still learning the ropes with Game Pass.
Oh, and second on two. New games are coming fast. 12 minutes and Hades. And they're all on Game Pass. Somerville, a Plague Tale Requiem. What to play first and what to play last. Smash 2, Ground, Shroom, and Doom. 'Cause they're all on Game Pass.
We're still learning. We're still learning. We're still learning. We're trying to figure it out, guys. Trying to figure it out. Well, after the CMA deal, the Grindhouse yet again got some footage. So apparently Phil's gone into hiding. So this is the last interview of last known whereabouts of Philness. I want everybody to hit the like button. I really had to search to get this footage. I had to have some insiders here. But this is the last interview of Phil Spencer that we've seen right now. So, it's a little rough, but I figured I have to share it here with the Grindhouse because this is the last known interview for Phil Spencer. After all the Philness, they got him. I don't know where he is. Undisclosed location. Grindhouse exclusive. Here it is.
You should be able to. We should get back to him on the specific answer. But I think the answer is yes. That you will be able to have multiple regioned versions of the game from 360 on one Xbox One. Because he would want to take the 6 and make all of the games run on one Xbox One. But I want to make sure I check with the engineering team to be specific. So let's get his contact info.
I don't know. This is like the Ring kind of stuff right now.
We see the Elite controller for the most professional gamer, which is why I know the price is more.
This is the Ring.
In the U.S., it's
I don't know where he is.
Well.
Try somebody
the quality,
find
the precision, and customization. I don't think it's the controller everybody will buy. I think it's only for the most elite gamers who really, really want every ounce of performance out of the controller. But the response has been very, very strong. So maybe we underestimated the demand. We'll see. Yeah.
I think they
no cheat. No cheat. No drop shot. No. It's not.
Phil 的观点就是你要拿你真水平出来，不能够用那个自动。
This deal is scared Phil. I don't know where he is now. This deal.
Our control. We want the Elite controller to be used in professional gaming.
They flew this guy in somewhere in China talking about Elite controllers.
You can't have rapid fire, drop shot.
I don't know.
I know the cheat.
I don't know.
Yeah, so we
this
are
is
not.
The last interview with Phil Ness.
We built
I don't know.
Customization in, but
you're talking about Elite controllers. I don't know what to say. What's happening?
It will be there for launch. For launch of the controller.
This is Phil Ness after dark.
For our gamers Xbox gamers in China, a recommendation for gamers with the Elite who aren't familiar with the paddles on the back. A nice feature of the Elite is you can
He's talking 25 minutes about a controller. He must be drunk.
And I have found
25 minutes
them on one.
He didn't talk about one game.
And so putting one.
I think that's why they're trying to find out when these games are coming out. And he just keeps talking about this controller.
Put another one in, 2, until you learn all 4. It's a good way to learn to
hope they find you. He doesn't talk about games at all.
My strategy is more around
they got him in
our own first party.
They got him in an Xbox shirt
and investing in franchises that we own.
They wanted to know where these games are.
Probably fewer exclusive deals for third-party content. I want to have strong third-party relations, but paying for many third-party exclusives isn't our long-term strategy. This year, the fact that we're shipping Halo 5,
Phil, don't
Gears
tell
of War,
Phil, don't tell him any more information. Tequila Night with the 199. He goes, he's in Colt Eastwood's lap. Oh. Oh my goodness, Fable. Oh my goodness, he's talking Fable. They're trying to get release dates out of him. Wherever he is, Phil.
Forza 6, Fable. We can only do that and build that the best lineup we've
Get a
ever
lawyer.
seen, really on the back of the franchises that we own. It's great to have Tomb Raider as part of our lineup.
Oh my God,
but
Tomb Raider!
Investing in first party, you'll see more of that at Gamescom next week. Is really core to our strategies.
Oh my goodness. Well, those are the last tapes of Phil Spencer. Grinders. This deal has really shook him to his roots. The last interview of Philness. But Xbox is still there, man. He's not buying third-party exclusives. It's only first-party.
You're my number one customer.
Dude, hey man, this guy's been talking left and right and every which way. What are you gonna do, man? he's in a basement there. But you know, these are some dark days, and I figured we'll have to end it with something special for the over 300 people here. Hit the like button. You're not gonna get this anywhere else. Let's see if I can do this. So, just to let you know, it's a heavy road. It's a sad, sad story. And I figured we have to end this in song. So, with that, we're going to have to end this with another Grindhouse Records hit. And we're going to do it live. Share it out. Get them in here. Because we're going to end this week in song as we prepare for the weekend. But it definitely is a sad, sad week. So, we're going to get Phil up here. That's not Phil. And get him in a good... It's been a rough week. I hope they find him. But I'm going to put out a song, and all proceeds will go to finding Philness. Wherever he's doing that interview from, good luck with him. There he is. So we're going to end this in song. Don't go anywhere. Get ready. Let's see, make sure I got all the super chats here. There we go. We got it. And it's been a long, long road. But it's Philness, everybody. So we know what's going on. So get ready for a live Grinds performance. Here we go. A voice of an angel? I don't know. I'm not really a singer, but I think we need to end this in song. Let me get my reverb right. Testing 1, 2. La 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 la. I think that one's good. Hall? Should I do Hall? Valley? La 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 la. Room? Hello? No, I like more reverb. I think Valley. Maybe. Let's do the Hall. I think this. Nah, that's too much reverb. We're gonna do this. La la la. I think that's good. All right, everybody. You may know this song. Sing along with me and clap your hands because we got a song for you. Grindhouse Records proudly presents He ain't heavy, he's just Philness. We're live. It's been a long, long, long road for Xbox. The road is long, with many a winding turn that leads us to who knows where, who knows where. But I'm strong, strong enough to carry him. He ain't heavy, he's just Philness. So on we go, with his lies and deception that leads us to FanFest, where he lies and signs your back. Oh man, he signed it. But I know he would not lie to you or me. He ain't heavy, he's just Philness. Here we go, grinders, bring it home. If I'm believing at all, I'm leaving with greatness, and everyone knows that they're filled with quality games, and their love is all they know. It's AAA, baby, AAA games, quality. It's a long, long road. Oh yeah, Xbox, long road, from which there is no return. While we're on their way to there, why not share? Oh yeah, he's lying all to you. But guess what? And the load, oh yeah, doesn't weigh me down. These lies don't weigh me down. Because it's still, you know it's Philness. Oh yeah, there he is. He ain't heavy, he's just Philness. Yo, it's a long, long road for Xbox. It's been a long 5 years in coming. I don't know what's gonna happen to them. I hope they stick around. I hope Phil learns that he's been lying to everybody and he wises up. But you know what? Until then, all I gotta say is, I just gotta say it. He's the Philness, oh Philness, oh yeah, oh no, Philness. But guess what, guys? He ain't heavy. No, he's not heavy. He's just a bunch of lies. He's Philness, brother. He's Philness. Oh yeah, it's a long, 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 long road. Oh baby, it's a long, long road for Philness. Oh, man. Thank you. Wow. Woof. I hope you loved that performance, everybody. I knocked over my microphone and was really getting into it. But that is an exclusive Grindhouse classic. He ain't heavy. He is Philness, lying his way all the way to E3, signing tattoos. But we know greatness. And grinders, Thank you again. Let me get to these super chats because they were throwing the tips in the singing jar. I got some more hits coming their way, but grinders, hit that like button. Yes, timestamp that song. Definitely. That is a performance of the ages. Voice of an angel. Oh, man, my voice is hurting me so bad. Yeah. But anyway, True Virgil, look at this. I won his heart. True Virgil, I won your heart by singing. I gave a serenaded True Virgil. He said he can't lie. That was beautiful. Hey, we love Philness. Sean Fiddley saying thank you very much for the performance, throwing the tips in the money jar. Yes, thank you, Sean. Thank you again. Thank you to you as well. I won over people's hearts. Maniolis goes, Jez, seriously, what are we doing here with the Grindhouse without Philness? Exactly. The origins of Philness. They're in the foundation of the Grindhouse. And, yes. I'm glad I sang for a huge audience this evening. Wanted to sing live, but incredible. Superman, where you at? Oh, man. But thank you again, Grinders, and thank you to an awesome, awesome show. And, yeah, I told you, it was a way to end the week in song. So there's tons of videos out there this week. It's been an entertainment week. Craziness. Keep it locked here to the Gaming Grindhouse. Hit that like button. Share it out. And hopefully that song, my voice wasn't too bad at the end. I think it was cracking. Just after the 2.5 podcasting all week. But anyway, I had to do it for you, the fans, the grinders. Shout out to all the new VIPs. I'll get you on that Herman Holtz quality list. And with that, get on your dancing shoes because the party's not over. We're partying until the weekend, so keep it here. I'll be streaming. If my voice goes, we'll be streaming live. I'll be doing some Dead Island maybe. But keep it locked here to Gaming Grindhouse and get your shoes on because tip your waiters. We're out of here. Happy weekend, everybody. Hit me with the horns. Hit me with the Game Pass song. Kratos, get those dancing shoes on. Tap, tap, tap.
Oh, it's second on two.